Greetings and welcome to the Mega Meeple Hardcore Reviews. In this video, we're looking at Affectionate Cats and Cuddles by Blue Heron Entertainment. Affectionate Cats and Cuddles is designed by Trevor Harron. In fact, if you go to the Mega Meeple podcast, we have an interview with Trevor. I'll put a link in the description of this video down below. Now, if this is your first time watching one of our hardcore reviews, you'll notice that I do things quite differently than a lot of reviewers out there. In fact, this is not a rules video. This is not a how to play video. There are plenty of other videos out there and reviewers that do that kind of thing. I am doing a review. Now, I'd like to thank Trevor Harron for sending me this copy of not only the base game of Affectionate Cats and Cuddles, but also its Treat Time, which at the time of this recording is currently on Kickstarter. In fact, the Kickstarter has already funded, so it is going to see the light of day. But this review is going to be of the base game of Affectionate Cats and Cuddles. If you want to order the game or want to find out more about the Treat Time Kickstarter, of course, I'll leave a link in the show notes down below in the description. You go to there. Also, you go to the Blue Heron Entertainment website. I'm sure there'll be a link that you could find more information about the game and the Kickstarter. If you missed the Kickstarter, still go to the Kickstarter page. I'm sure there'll be a late pledge or a pre-order type of thing that you could not only get the core game, but also the expansion, It's Treat Time. But this is a review of the core game, Affectionate Cats and Cuddles. Now, unlike many other reviewers out there, I am going to go over specific things about the game. As I said, this is not a rules how to play thing. I'm not going to show you how the game plays. But I am going to give you a review of the rule book, the production quality, the theme, and finally, how did it play? How the fun factor. How much did I enjoy playing this game? Now, bear in mind, this is a review, which means this is my personal opinion. My opinion means not yours, okay? So your mileage may vary. Now, again, if this is your first time watching one of our hardcore reviews, I base my reviews on a system of 5 meeples. And I will put I'll put the 5 ranking of the meeples and what each ranking means about over here somewhere by the magic of editing. So there you go. You can freeze frame and read it all right there. Now, one other thing that you'll find that I do differently than other reviewers is I'm going to tell you right up front what my final rating of the game is. And then if you want to find out why I ranked it that way, you could keep on watching. So personally, I will give the Affectionate Cats and Cuddles a ranking of 4.8 out of 5 meeples. And that's pretty good. So if you want to find out why I rated it that way, keep watching. Now, the rule book is very well laid out. As you can see, it's good large print for old eyes like mine. So it's very, very well laid out, very succinct, very simple. I mean, it's a simple game. The rules don't have to be that complicated. Some good illustrations as far as how to lay out the table. Also, its cool thing is that in the middle there are the player turns and the cat actions. Now, these are also matched up with the player aids that come in the box, and it matches what's in the rule book. And the cool thing is about the rule book is even with this here, if players don't have this readily available. The fact that I don't know if they designed this when they did the rule book, but the fact that the player turns and the cat actions are in the middle fold of the rule book. So you don't have to worry about leafing through a bunch of pages. You just go straight to the middle of the rule book, and there you go. It's the same information that is found in the player aids as well. So I don't know if that's the way they designed it or planned it, but it's a good touch. And then also on the back is a quick start guide. So the rule book is very well done. And the cool thing here is in the back, there's a little tribute to Trevor Harron's cat that was inspiration for the game. I think that was a really cool, sweet touch. Now, likewise, the current Kickstarter that's on right now, at the time of this recording, is Treat Time. And as you can see, the rule book is, again, and then this is a whip, so I'm sure that this is, it's very much resembles the same layout as the core book rules. So, again, the very clear and succinct illustrations. I like too how in the illustrations everything is called out. All the components are identified very easily. So yes, so for the rule book, I give the rule book 1 happy meeple. Now the game comes in this really handy baggie, and it's very nice for Affectionate Cats and Cuddles, and has all the information there. Now this it's not a really sturdy bag, as you can probably see. Here's where the stitching kind of ripped when I was trying to test this, but it's not a flimsy or cheaply made bag. This thing is going to last a good while, and the whole purpose of it is basically to contain all the components of the game and for easy storage. So it's a good nice touch to a really good and small real estate footprint game. Now the dice is very colorful, and these are not stickers. These are etched on there. They are a part of the die, so they're not going to come off. As you can see, I could scratch all I want on there. It's not going to come off, and they roll very well. The colors are very vibrant, and the cool thing too is, and I'll make a mention of this when I go over the components of the tokens, is the dice is rounded on the edges. And I will call attention to, when I talk about the tokens, that there are no sharp edges to these components. So you don't have to worry about your children, possibly cutting themselves or injuring themselves with handling any of these components. Here are some of the tokens and components that you get in the game. Again, and these are, as you could hear, probably good, solid wooden tokens there, and they're not going to break. They're not going to break off. They're not going to chip. And again, as I mentioned earlier, you notice that these components they're nice rounded edges. I mean, there's no sharp edges to this at all, where a child can possibly injure themselves. I mean, even with the heart, the whole cool thing with the heart, I have this heart within a heart type of thing, and even down on the bottom here, that may be pointed, but it's not sharp by any stretch of the imagination. So we're talking about good quality components there. Then you have the human die, which is basically a large wooden dice. Now these are stickers on here. If I was going to peel those off, I could peel those off pretty well. So get this in focus there. Yeah, so it'll be basically a happy face, sad face, that type of thing. But unlike the cat die, which the icons are etched into the die, these ones are stickers. So as far as this goes, it's kind of but overall I would give the component quality and production a happy meeple. So for theme of the Affectionate Cats and Cuddles game, happy meeple. Come on. It has cats. Because cats. Now, as far as value and replayability of the game, this is a game that families can play with their children over and over and over again. You can play with your 4 or 5-year-old, where it gives opportunity for the parents to have some teaching moments with their children, that they could teach them certain life lessons. The whole thing about, being good and rewards, and if you're bad, consequences and aspects such as that. And then this is a game that could grow with your children as well. If you go to the It's Treat Time Kickstarter, that adds the worker placement mechanic and advanced dice drafting as well. So as your children's cognitive abilities mature, this game could also grow along with them. But this is definitely a game that you get to have fun with your children over and over and over again. So for value and replayability, definitely a happy meeple. So as far as the fun factor of the game, I think you already know that. I've already said 4.8 out of 5 meeples. This is a really good game, and the Kickstarter expansion for this game, It's Treat Time, could just add more to the fun. So I would check out Affectionate Cats and Cuddles by Trevor Harron and Blue Heron Entertainment. Now, if you would like to see a playthrough of this game, because I know a lot of people learn how to play the game by watching it. So rather than go through a full, boring official, rules video or how to play, if you want to just see a playthrough, just leave a comment down below. And next time I have a group of people playing this game, no problem. We'll just set up a overhead camera and hit record. And I'm sure you'll be able to see how the game plays out, the mechanics, the dynamics between the mechanics play out. And it'll be, because it's a real simple game. Once you see it played, you got it down pat. So if you'd like to see that, just go ahead and leave a comment down below. And again, make sure to subscribe and like, so that way you will be notified when a video like that goes up on our channel. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time, we'll see you at the gaming table. Hi gang, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed what you saw, make sure to hit that subscribe button and a little belly thing. And if you wouldn't mind, go over to our Patreon page, and we have a variety of different tiers that you can support the channel. Any money that I get through Patreon will help me be able to hire someone to do a lot of the editing, so I could get much better in the production and presentation of these videos. And as a result, based on what tier or level of support you give us, you'll get a little kickback, a little something, something. So thank you so much for your support and your viewership, and have a great day.